What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Calin and I'm training to complete an Ironman by 2021. So today we're going to go over how my training has gone for December and how much I've improved in 6 months of training. Please leave a like, subscribe, I would really appreciate it, and let's get right into the results. Alright, so I always start off with the stats. And so this month I cycled and ran for a total of 1,037 kilometers. And I did that in 39 hours. This is another month that I've gone over 1,000 kilometers in a month, and another consecutive month where the kilometers that I've done has increased. I think this shows how the training plan that I'm doing is actually ramping up every single month in terms of volume. Something that I'm always proud of is that I managed to do a workout on every single day that I had a workout scheduled. This was especially hard during the holiday season when you're super busy, but I managed to do it. If we break down the total kilometers, I cycled 941 kilometers and ran 91 kilometers. If we compare that to last month, that's an increase of 40 kilometers for cycling and actually a decrease of around 11 kilometers for running. Honestly guys, with all the snow that we've been getting, I've been finding it so difficult to find the motivation to run, but we got it done. Alright, so let's just take a detour from the monthly results and let's recap what I've been able to do in 6 months of training. So I cycled 4,770 kilometers in around 183 hours. I was barely even able to average 20 kilometers per hour at the beginning, and I slowly was able to build this up to 20, low 20s, mid 20s. I was able to do 100 kilometers per hour, averaging 25.5 kilometers per hour. And then near the end of the summer, I was able to average high 20s when I got aero bars. Then in September, I started using Trainer Road. And this was my introduction to structured training and power training. And my body actually responded very well to it. And I saw an increase of 25 watts to my FTP in the first 3 months. All right, so let's move on to running. I ran a total of 479 kilometers in 50 hours. My first run was June 18th, where I managed to run 3.7 kilometers at a pace of 7 minutes and 7 seconds per kilometer. And wow, that slow run was such an eye-opener to me because it was so difficult and it made me realize what I was putting myself through. Throughout the year, I was able to increase my pace from like 7 minutes and 30 seconds to my first MAF test result, which was around 6 minutes and 30 seconds, and then to my second, which was in the high 5 minutes, and now to my most recent result, which was last month, in the low 5 minutes. I hope that this can inspire you guys to keep at it, because although it's super difficult at the beginning, you will begin to see improvements if you're consistent, and it will get easier. All right, so let's take it back to the monthly review and let's talk about some milestones and achievements for this month. I had 2 long runs this month, and one of those long runs was actually the longest run that I've ever had at 25 kilometers. And I also did both of these long runs fasted, just to see how my body would react to not having carbs. And it was interesting to see because around halfway through these runs, my body would definitely slow down and also my muscles would start to ache. So I'm definitely not at that fat adapted stage where I could run forever without carbs. Speaking about trying to become fat adapted, I took it to an extreme where I tried to do a 4-hour endurance ride without any carbs. And this was a huge mistake. I bonked harder than I've ever bonked in my life. I felt nauseous once I got off the bike and I couldn't stomach any food, and I had to go to sleep to feel better. I'm definitely glad that I learned this lesson during my training because it would have been catastrophic during a race. And I'm gonna be making sure that I don't take these fasted workouts to this sort of extreme. Let's move on to some Trainer Road progress. So I've just finished week 5 out of 8 of my build phase, and I've definitely been noticing that my workouts have been becoming more manageable. At the beginning, the VO2 max workouts were so difficult, and I failed the first 2 actually. But over time I was able to get them, and I think the reason why I failed them was because it was a huge power spike from what I was used to because of my increased FTP. I have 3 more weeks of this plan, and then I think once I'm done this plan, I'm going to be moving on to another cycle of a base and build, because I'm still 8 months out from my Ironman. Overall, this month and year were very difficult, but super productive. Anyways guys, that's the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys found some value from it. Please let me know how your training is going. Also, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week for another video.